I should go to bed. Why is he not? It's happening. Do you remember how in the last video I said, well, if you watch that video, if not, you can go and watch it. But if you watched that video, do you remember how I said at the end of it that I was going to read the Shatter Me series in a week? So I don't know, maybe I'll do like a read it in a week kind of video. Probably not. Kind of gaslighting myself because I was not gonna do it. But it ended up working because I am going to do it. I'm gonna read all of this in a week. Which, I don't know how many pages it's in total, but it looks like the biggest book if we pull them all together. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm not a fast reader unless I'm obsessed with the book. Then I read it in like a day. But I am not the fastest reader, so I don't know how this is gonna go. But I'm gonna try my best and do it. So I'm gonna be cheating a little bit. Well, let me put them down. Give me a second. So I already started the first one, but I started it a few months ago, but I haven't finished it. I do remember everything. I am a slow reader, but I have a good memory. I do remember everything that I've read, but I am missing this part of the book. So it's a little bit more, I've read a little bit more than half the book, but I'm still missing. Like I'm on page 223 and there's 348. So I am missing like 120 or something. Right now, well, I would show you the hour, but let me show you actually. I was going to show you my broken phone, but I don't have it on me because it's like fully, like I don't even have a picture of it, but like it went crazy. Oh, I can show you in the computer actually. So right now it's almost 7. So it's almost 7 and I'm going to finish this book tonight. Also, it's in Spanish, okay? I mean, the books look the same, I believe, with the eyes. But yeah, as I said, how am I gonna do this? Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, no wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books. And I have 3 novellas. I think those are all of them. I'll check them. And then so it's going to be in 7 days. How is that gonna work? Wait, so okay. I'm gonna finish these and I'm gonna check the order of the books because I believe this one goes now. No. I'm so confused. What's the order? I'm just looking on Google and it says it's Shatter Me, Destroy Me, which is a novella, Unravel Me, Fracture Me, which is another novella that I don't have. Then there's Ignite Me, the famous Ignite Me, Restore Me, Shadow Me, which is another novella, which I also don't have. How many novellas are there? Wait, I'm gonna look at pictures. Okay. No. Oh, yes. So I do have them all. No, I don't have them all. It's just that I'm seeing 2 different... Wait, let me film it. Well, I'll just put the picture. I'm seeing 2 different orders. The one with all the books that I have, which is with Believe Me, Find Me, and Uneme. It would be that, but it doesn't make any sense with the series. Okay, now I am confused because this is the one that I thought I was missing. But why does it change? I really don't understand. I don't know. Ah, wait. This is Destroy Me. So is it the same book? This is Fracture Me. Okay, I get it now. So this image just saved me. Okay, so I'm supposed to read until page 144. I mean, the image is quite blurry, but I'm guessing that's 144. And then I'm reading the second one, and then I finish this one. Tomorrow, Tuesday, I have to go to the gym, but also I'm going to my grandma's house. But I can keep reading there. I'll bring this one, Libérame, Unravel Me. So tomorrow I'll be reading Unravel Me, and then I'm supposed to also finish this one. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I'll try. Reconstrúyeme, Restore Me. And I'm reading this one on Tuesday. And then I'm supposed to read this one. But until what page? No, that's too blurry for me. No, is that 76? Okay, until page 76. Then again, this is for the Spanish edition. And then I'm going to read Desafíame, Defy Me, I'm guessing. Yes, Defy Me. And then I'm finishing Reveal Me. Reveal Me. And then I'm reading Imagine. On Wednesday, I am going to read The Famous Ignite Me. I do know spoilers of this saga because it's quite a famous one and I knew it before I knew I was going to read it. And then I'll finish Sunday with the little novella of Believe Me, which, by the way, we're matching. Okay, I think I got the order now, so I shall start reading. Wish me luck to be able to read all of this in a week. I don't know how this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try. You know what? I'm actually gonna do it. You know what happens is I know that Juliet and Aaron are gonna end up together, so reading it right now, Juliet, and in Spanish I call him Adam. That's how you pronounce the name in Spanish, but I don't know how you call him in English. Adam, I don't know. I'm gonna call him Adam because that's how I call him in Spanish, okay? Maybe I'll change it throughout the video, but right now it's Julie and Adam. Anyway, it's just hard to see them being loving towards each other because I'm like, I want to see Aaron. So I finished it. It's 8:09, so it took me like a couple of hours to finish the book. Adam is so nice and so sweet, and he's such a good brother to James, who is adorable and so funny. But Warner, seriously, Warner, he's crazy, like totally crazy. I know he's supposed to be good. I just don't know how he's going to be good because right now he is crazy as... Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work out, but it's funny to see how Juliet still feels attracted to him at the same time that she hates him. But you know, they're meant to be together. I don't know how, but I know that they are, so that's as far as I know. But I also love the way this book is written, the way Juliet thinks. It's kind of poetic almost. Like all of the book is just very, the descriptions. Everything, it's like you're reading a poem turned into a story, like a novel. You know, I don't know, it's just really fun. I really love it. Also, I really love the pages where Juliet thinks of things and then she lo tacha, like she, right? Yeah, also Kenji, love him. I wasn't filming when I read that he was invisible, but my reaction, I should have been filming it. Yeah, but that was really cool to see because I didn't know that he had powers. I actually thought he didn't. And I didn't know that he was in like the resistance, like the El Punto Omega, like the Omega point. I don't know how they call them in the English books, but... So, I'm excited. I'm going to the next book, which I believe it's this one. I just don't know who's narrating. Let me check. Oh, I think it's Kenji. Is it Kenji? No, it's not Kenji. Oh my god. El Diario de Juliet. Juliet's Diary. Stop! That is so cool! Okay, but who's narrating? Oh! So this is... Is this Warner? Stop! Is it? I'm gonna keep reading, but my mom is arriving right now from work, so I'm gonna go say hi to her and have dinner. But in the meantime, I think I can start this one. That's where I put the camera. So, right now, I'm going to... Well, it's... It's almost 10:30. I did spend a lot of time talking to my mom. And I'll keep reading after I have dinner. As you can see, it's great soup. Whoa. So, we are back to reading. This book is from Warner's perspective, which is really cool. I am just so excited. I know I shouldn't be because he's supposed to be evil and I'm not supposed to know that he's actually good. But I know, so I'm excited. So it is not 144, it's 114. Here's Fracture Me. They are the same book. Okay. Now I understand the double. I mean, I thought I did before, but I didn't understand why they would mix them into, but it makes sense because they're so little. It's the third one. Okay, I get it now. I'm gonna keep reading. So, I'm done with Destroy Me. Look, I knew Werner had like a sad backstory, and I know that I don't know it all right now, and I know he had a shitty relationship with his dad. I didn't expect it to be so crude. I felt so bad for him. Give me a minute, I am tired. It's 1:21, but I actually started reading at like 12:16 maybe. I think it's a French name. I think it's French because of the way that it's spelled. So I would pronounce it Delalieu, I think. But I'm not sure. I'm gonna call it Delalieu, and that's it. He was so funny and so sweet. Like in my mind, at the beginning of the book, well, the novella, he was like this almost too young of a soldier. But then Aaron was like, he's like 45 years older than me. And I'm like, what? This man is 50 something? He was so cute and so sweet. I actually want to start the second book, but I am tired and I want to sleep. But I also want to keep reading. But that is for tomorrow. Good morning. Guess who didn't wake up at 8? Yeah. I have my toast. I have my tea too. While eating the toast, I'm going to be watching Glow Up because I don't trust myself with the book at the same time that I'm eating because it's totally gonna get dirty and I don't want that at all. Once I eat those and this is a little bit colder, start Reveal Me. I think it's in like a couple of hours. I am going to my grandma's house. Let's use the morning hours. I'm just gonna give it the all. I'm gonna try this out. Which, by the way, we're matching. I didn't realize until now. So I finished my tea. I didn't read much. I am on page 28. I'm on page 28. So I only read like this. I just got to my grandma's house and I haven't read much yet. I'm on page 38. Raining a lot, there's a lot of wind. I don't know if I'll end up going to the gym. So the sun is out and it has stopped raining, so I am going to the gym because I have been passing videos to my computer. So because I've been doing that, I haven't had that much time to read. So I'm gonna bring the book to the gym. I don't think I can bring you because I know people don't like being filmed and a camera is just very eye-catching. I would do it with the phone, but then again, I don't have a phone right now because it's broken. I had a great meal, by the way. Hi, it's been a minute. We're on the same day, but it's 11 p.m. The evening was not as I planned it. I actually spent a lot of time talking to my grandparents. Of course, I actually didn't read like a lot. I read at the gym, and I actually read while doing exercise. Actually, an older man was surprised by it and commented on it. He was like, there was this machine where you kind of push with your leg some weights, and it has like this thing where you just kind of accommodate yourself. And I had the book there, so while I was like pushing with the leg, I was also reading. And the man just was in the machine next to mine, and he just looked over my shoulder and he was like, "Are you reading while lifting weights?" And I was like, Yeah. So right now I want to try and read for a couple of hours until like 1 a.m. or something, and finish at least half the book. I'm gonna show you on which page I'm in. You're gonna be disappointed. You're not ready. Wow. A bit embarrassing. This is all I've read today. So I am on page 64. And then tomorrow I want to wake up earlier because today I was so tired. I mean, you saw. I wanted to show one last thing. Destroy me, fracture me. Bye. It's time to read. Did it. I did it. Okay, so I'm whispering because my family's asleep. Okay, I'm gonna try to speak a little bit louder to make sure that you can hear me. It's right now 2:30 and I am literally at the half of the book. On page 239, chapter 35. I think I can still be on schedule. I'm gonna try and fall asleep, but I am not tired. I could keep just reading, but then I wouldn't sleep anything. So I'll stop here. See you tomorrow morning. So I'm back. I had my lunch and we're gonna keep reading right now. Let's keep reading. I think in a couple of hours I can finish these and then I can finish Fracture Me and start Ignite Me. I am really excited to start Ignite Me. So it's been 2 hours and almost 20 minutes. Ding. And I have to leave for a moment and then I'm gonna come back and finish the book. I am almost done. I am on page 406. So I'm missing only this. Book 2 is done. It was really cool in the ending. The thing is, I am suffering because I just want to go straight into the Ignite Me. But I can't. I have to read Fracture Me. But I want to read Ignite Me. And I believe that one is not from Warner's perspective. It's Kenji's. Oh, is it Adam? Yeah, I think it's Adam. It's Adam, not Kenji. It's Adam. Okay, pero digo. Ignore my hair. Okay. I am late with the book schedule. Right? Oh, it's almost 9 p.m. Oh, wait, I can show you on the phone now. Because my phone was fixed. Oh no, but it's charging. It's almost 9. So I'm gonna move on to read this. I am tired. Not really of reading, but I have never spent so many hours just reading non-stop. Okay, look, I'm done with Fracture Me because it's Juliet's diary. But I thought the only thing that I was going to say about this book is that I really loved James and Adam's relationship and it was very beautiful. But then James started to think, he started to think about Juliet, but it was just, I know this is a transition, I know this is a transition from Juliet and Adam's relationship to Aaron and Juliet's. Like, I understand that it's supposed to help us know that he's detaching himself from Juliet or that he doesn't really love her that passionately. It's just the way when they said that Juliet's dead, right? Kenji, for example, love him, by the way, one of my favorites. He's shocked and so sad and afectado. Affected? Like, you can see how hard it is for him what has happened. But for Adam, he was just, I feel like it was so cold, his reaction. Also the way he's always like, oh, she broke up with me. Dude, do you understand that she had to give you up? I don't know, like when I was reading from Juliet's perspective, it felt like Adam loved her so deeply and so much. And I mean, although I want these two together, I felt sad for him because I was like, he's so in love with her and he's trying his best. But then I read his POV and it was like, you know what, this deserves another video. Let me get my pajamas and prepare the room because it's messy, but yeah. You'll know what this means. I actually don't really know what happens in this book, but everyone talks about it as being the best in the saga. At least that's what I've heard. Also, it's quite a good hour. It's 10:30. So, to get into this book, we need ambience. I made the mistake of reading in bed and I fell asleep. I am loving what I'm reading, but I was just too tired. Today, I was supposed to go to the gym again, and even though I do read at the gym, not normally, but like for this challenge, but I read less than I would read if I would just spend that hour like in the sofa. I'm gonna keep on reading and try and catch up with the schedule because I am very late now. I am a book late, literally, because I've read what, 70 pages? I am on page 70, so I am missing like 400 pages. I'm just not used to reading for so long. As in, normally I read, and when I am getting distracted or tired, I just stop and continue in a few hours, or I continue the next day. I don't like to force the reading. But with this series, because I'm filming it, every time I'm getting distracted or I'm tired, I try and refocus and I force myself to keep reading. And the good thing is they're very enjoyable and the writing is not very heavy. Let's keep reading. This pretty view. I am at my grandma's house and the sun is coming out finally. I'm gonna have some breakfast because I did have some tea, but I am still hungry. Also, am I wearing the same clothes I was wearing yesterday? Yes. Yes, I am, because they're new and I want my family to see them. What is it about grandmas that they literally make the best food there is? They have like magic or something, because every time I come here, the food. Hello, I am on page 301, chapter 46, and I am just a few pages away from the ending. I am loving it. I am back in my house, if you didn't realize by the different scenario, but I'm gonna change, take off the makeup, get comfortable and have dinner and then keep reading. And then I'll start. Is it Defy Me or is it, no, Reconstrúyeme. We're back, so. Remember when I said that Aaron was mental? I take it back. I take it all back. He's perfect. And he has made me mad so many times throughout the book. I had so many things to say. My mind is blank. I loved it. And I know there's more plot twists coming. And I'm gonna say one thing. There's this big spoiler that I'm not supposed to know, but that I know. That Warner and Juliet had their like minds erased. And I know that Julia has a sister. And I know those plot twists are coming. And let me tell you, I am ready. I'm so ready. I'm gonna pick up Reconstrúyeme. I'm gonna start right now. I should go to sleep, but I need to keep reading. Also, the eyes changing color. Also, I am matching again. I saw this on TikTok. I'm gonna go read the books right now. By the way, it's the next day in the morning. I'm gonna go read. I finally have sun! As much as I am an introvert and a bookworm. I am a nature girl at heart. I need to go touch grass. So I'm gonna go running. But first, let's have some breakfast. You wanna see a cool transition? I'm back, and after some necessary nature time, it's time to keep reading. I made a horrible mistake. I entered TikTok. You know at what time I entered TikTok? 6:30? You know what time it is now? 8! I've been for a couple of hours that I would have finished the book. I'm on page 156. You know, the reason I believe I started off strong this challenge was because I didn't have a phone. I don't remember if I've said this a couple of days ago, but my phone was broken and now it's not. So I am able to use it. And since I am able to use it, I am addicted again. So what's gonna happen? I'm gonna stay awake like until I finish. Doing so well. I am still doing well. It's just that I'm mad that I've just realized that I've spent 2 hours on the phone, which for it being just on a day, it's great. Just 2 hours? It's actually not that big of a deal. But it just made me realize how much time I spend on my phone. I was so into the story. I was like, oh, this is getting good. We're getting Nasira. How do you pronounce it? I don't know. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hide the phone. Even if I know where it's hidden, at least it's out of my reach. Not the phone's fault, my fault. Then again, it's only been 2 hours since it's not that big of a deal. But I am in the middle of a reading challenge. I should not pick the phone up. I've also come to the conclusion that I'm actually a fast reader. I'm just TikTok addicted. That sounds so British. Have I spoiled myself? You know how people sometimes you see on social media? They make these videos. Oh, me when I'm reading, and they put the hand because they don't want to spoil themselves. I'm the one that's at the beginning of the book and it's like, ooh, let's see. Oh, next time I'm going to update you with this book finished. Look, I knew she had a sister, and that her name was Ella, well, Eolid's name. And I knew she was the daughter of these people from New Zealand, Oceania. Like Australia, I think you call it, right? Anyway, I knew that. I didn't know, like, how it all happened. Also, right now, it's 2:30. I'm gonna go read Shadow Me. It's Kenji. So, I love Kenji. That's all I thought I was going to say about this. But I just think that people, I don't know, but I think that some people might skip the novellas. I think they're so important. It makes you understand the characters so much more. Because as I was reading the ending of Reconstrúyeme, when Juliet is taken, I was so confused because there were things that were happening. I was like, how are we here? Like, we were here a moment ago. What is going on? And I just thought that I was tired and that mi comprensión lectora was not it, right? But no, it is explained here. And I was right. She was suddenly there and then she wasn't. 3:22. I should go to bed. Okay, I'm gonna read for a little bit. Good morning. So the sun is out and there is no wind, so I'm gonna get dressed and go read at the beach. So I'm gonna go down and read Defy Me, which, by the way, I think I left you saying that I wasn't sure if I was going to read or not. I did read a little bit, but like little bit. 18 pages. So this. What do you mean Anderson's alive? What the f? This mother. What do you mean? What do you mean? I've just come to film this because I was screaming there. They thought something was happening to me. Why is he not? What do you mean? What do you mean? How is he alive? Also, I'm back from the beach. I came back a couple of hours ago, but I wasn't reading. And now I'm reading. I just sat on my bed and started reading. Well, continued reading. That was it. That's literally why I came to film this. I was supposed to film after. I did not know that spoiler, so it did surprise me. Okay, bye. I'm gonna continue reading. So I just came back from running and I actually came across two beautiful cats. I was able to pet one of them. He was, or she, I don't know. But the cat was just so sweet and so cute. And I filmed it for a bit. I was so curious of, not the camera, because I was filming with the phone at the moment. And I don't know, they were adorable. So now that I'm back, I'm going to keep reading and then I'll read Muéstrame, which is these. So for today's part, I am missing these. I should have been filming. What do you mean? This is the second time that Paris, he's still alive, right? So is he gonna be alive for the whole series? There's only one book left and a novella and a half. When is this man gonna leave? We don't like him here. I should just keep the camera filming because there's so many things happening and I want to talk about them, but I'm not filming. Okay, so here they say, I don't know. I want to find out in just a few pages. They're saying here, tenemos que iniciar la transferencia de inmediato. We have to initiate the transfer immediately. Initiate, begin, start, all synonyms, right? Are they gonna transfer Juliet's or Ella's? Are they gonna transfer her mind? No, wait. Are they gonna transfer Emmeline's mind? Is that how you pronounce her name? I don't know. Into Juliet's body? Are they gonna do that? Is that what they're gonna do? Are they gonna do that? I don't know. That's what I'm understanding here. If anything else happens, I'll come back. Also, this might be my favorite book of the saga. I am loving it so much. I'm almost in the ending. I'm on page 255. I loved it. That was such a cute ending. Not ending of the saga, right? But of the book. This might be one of my favorites. When information is given. So, quick change of scenario because my camera is charging. So, I finished Muéstrame. It was Kenji's perspective and it tells us what happens right after Defy Me. It was Defy Me. So, right now it's 12:30. That's why I'm speaking very low. But I think I'm gonna go to bed. Hello, I am back. Although this is the first time you see me today, right? So today's Sunday. It's the wait, let me see. Today's Sunday and it's the last day of the challenge. And I am on schedule actually. I am reading right now, Imagine Me. And then I'll go and read Believe Me. I don't remember if I've said it before, but today, Sunday, I was doing things with my family and I went out to have lunch. So I wasn't reading, although I did read in the car while we were getting to the place. So I did read like a little bit, but not much, only like, let me check actually. Almost nothing. That's all I read. I am on page 33. So yeah, I have long reading ahead of me and it's quite late in the evening. It's evening or afternoon. Que por la tarde, vamos. I think I'm gonna stay up until late finishing these and then reading these. So in total I have ahead of me. Okay, so there's 348 pages of Imagine Me and I've read like 30 something, so 300. So let's say it's around 300 pages. And then I have to add, how many is this? I'm gonna guess 150, around 150. So let me check. Oh, almost 173. So in total it would be 473. By the way, I think I've said it before, but I am surprising myself with how fast I can read. Like, I knew I could read fast. I'm not like the fastest reader. My cousin is the fastest reader. Now that's fast reading. So I am surprising myself. I read faster than I thought. So, let's go. Okay, so remember how I said that maybe they were trying to put I'm gonna say Emmeline. Remember when I said that they wanted to put Emmeline's like consciousness and powers and yada 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 into Ella's mind? No, sorry. Ella's body? And then they said no. But here Kenji is saying now that yes, they basically wanted to put Emmeline's mind into Juliet because her body can somehow contain Emmeline's mind. So I was right. So I don't know how I feel. It was not what I was expecting for the ending. Not really like the ending, as in the ending, but as in the ending, right? Like the whole book. Maybe it's because I'm tired, which by the way, it's 1:38. I know there's this now, right? But I believe this is just about the wedding, or maybe they're gonna talk about the world a little bit here. What happened with the world, like the government and everything, and I feel like I'm missing information. Who's in charge now? What's happening? There's gotta be more people in charge. Also, like, what happens to the world? Like, suddenly people see the reality, because not everyone, almost no one actually knew about Emmeline. Hopefully it's in here, the information that I'm missing. I want to read it tomorrow, but I have to finish this. Although, if just one person tells me that technically it's Monday because it's 1 a.m., I don't care, okay? It's Sunday. You don't understand how tired I am today. Let's read. Believe me, it's almost 2 a.m. I finished. I am so tired. It's almost 3. No, 3:30. All the answers that I wanted in this book were right here. They were talking about how they were still working with a lot of things. It was really cute. I loved the dog. Here they talked about how, you know, what's happening and what is going on at the moment, how they're working on it. So I am glad, because I thought that information was not going to be here. I thought this was just going to be like the wedding and nothing else, but it was. So that's great. Yeah, if you read this one, Imagine Me, you have to read Believe Me. I think so, at least. Hi! So it's the next day, and even though I did finish technically the video last night, I was too tired and speaking quite low and whispery, and I thought I would refilm the ending just to finish the video in a more upbeat attitude. So I finished the series last night. My ranking is this one. My favorite one, it was a little bit tight, but I think it's Ignite Me. Yeah, that is going to be, yeah, that would be my favorite one out of all the series. And then the one that I always forget the name in English, Reconstrúyeme. So yeah, between Restore Me and Ignite Me, I think those two were my favorite ones. But at the end of the day, Ignite Me was Ignite Me. Then the third, I think it would be Shatter Me. I really like the first books of long series just because they have something special in them. I don't know, when I go back and read them, I'm like, where did everything start? In fourth place, maybe Defy Me, and then Reveal Me. Yeah, I think Reveal Me. Reveal Me the fifth, then the sixth, El Seis, Imagine Me. I did like it, just out of all of them, this is maybe the one that I did not like as much for some reason. I think it was because my mind and like in my head was gonna be this huge final battle with all the teams, you know, I don't know. But it wasn't that, it was another type of story, which was really cool too, but just not what I was expecting. I was a little bit like, I'm missing information when I finished this book, but then Believe Me came and it answered my questions basically. My head, when I was reading Defy Me, no way, did I mess up the order? Second is Defy Me. I loved that book. And fourth, the one that I always forget the name, Restore Me? Was that the name? I think it's Restore Me. So fourth, Restore Me. Restore Me? Get it? Restore Me. Also regarding the novellas, I think my favorite one would be the first one. I think it was Destroy Me, from Aaron's perspective after book one. And I really loved that one. And then I think we have Adam's perspective, which was also quite nice. And then we have Kenji in the other two, which was, I believe, Shadow Me and Fracture Me, or Fracture Me was Adam's. I don't remember right now, but the last two novellas, without including this one, they were from Kenji's POV and kind of how his emotional state was, and some things that you don't know what's happening in Juliet's POV, and you're like, okay, what just happened? So you know through Kenji's POV. His love story with Nazira, and then you close the series with Believe Me. Do I recommend this series? Yes, I'm always gonna recommend books. I think it's great to explore stories and narratives and just give yourself the opportunity to read without being tied to another person's opinion. So I did enjoy the series, I did like it. I also feel like teenage me would have read this series, she would have been obsessed with them. I do feel that. I did enjoy it now. I do feel like I might have been quite passionate about them if I was younger, but I did enjoy them. It was a fun read. So yes, I was saying, books, that's the fun in them. You don't always have to agree on opinions. So I like the book, maybe you don't. Maybe you adore it and are so passionate about it. Maybe you just like it. I think as long as we're not spreading hate, we can all share opinions and disagree and agree on things. That's the ending of the video. That's crazy. The editing is gonna be a nightmare, but I think I've said it all, right? I think so. So, bye!